Hello, welcome to episode 34 of Suman vs. Human. On this show today, my guest is Jyothsna Phanija. She is assistant professor and a presidential award winner. She is working with ARSD College under Delhi University, one of the prestigious universities in the country. So let us quickly welcome Jyothsna Phanija on the show. Jyothsna, welcome to
Thank
Suman
you.
vs. Human.
Thank you.
The journey you have gone through was never an easy thing. Coming to this position is not easy for anyone, in fact. But being a blind person, being a disabled person, you have achieved so many things in life, and that too, winning a award, presidential award, is amazing thing. So we want to know more about it. Please let us know how you came this far.
Okay. So, I was born in a place called Kaikalur. It's in Andhra Pradesh. So, my mother tongue is Telugu. Then I have studied till my 10th standard in Narsapur. Then afterwards, I have done my college. Then afterwards, I have taken BA in English literature. Then MA in English literature. Then I have done my PhD. Then after getting the PhD, then I have also got the job as the assistant professor at ARSD College, which is affiliated to the University of Delhi. Then afterwards, I have received the presidential award in the year 2017 uh, under the category of persons with disabilities role model. So for the achievements which I have got in the education, I have received this award. Basically, this is I have obtained my PhD at the age of 25. Then I have also written a poetry collection during this time itself. It is titled as Ceramic Evening. For that, I have received the letter of appreciation from the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi ji.
Wow.
Then afterwards, I have received this award from the President of India, Mr. Ram Nath Kovind, in 2017. So this journey, yes, one thing is due to the disability. I am having visual impairment, 100% from birth. Not only, I don't think disability alone is a problem because of the lack of access to various resources is another aspect. I just feel uh, I'm from this place in Andhra Pradesh, Kaiklur, which is a town. Then afterwards, I have seen so much of change when I have started my graduation in the college in Vijayawada, which is a city. Then I have noticed that so much of difference happens between life in the urban setting and the life in the rural setting. Then afterwards, when I have started my masters in English literature, then I have seen so much of difference because I have done my masters in English and Foreign Languages University, Hyderabad, where I have seen so many others coming from different states and lot of exposure, and the resources were very rich. The kinds of books we were getting in, and there was also the software, the technology, I was unaware of it. In 2011, when I have started my masters, I was unaware of this kind of technology that is existed. Then I have taken the training. Then afterwards, I have started doing my research. So what I wish to convey to everyone is, in the sense, there should be so much to be done at the grassroots level, so that particularly the disabled, they can get the access to various things. The kind of life that we have, the literature we read, or the people we meet, all these things are different in the urban setting, and they happen to be different in the at the grassroots level. So I just feel that whatever to be done for the welfare of the disabled, it should be done at the grassroots level. The empowerment, particularly the disabled, when they have to think of themselves, for example, they should be able to think of themselves, in the sense the empowerment should happen at that level, where they don't feel that the love, admiration, or support, they often think that they don't deserve it. If someone is helping a disabled, that person starts thinking that I don't deserve this help out of the concern someone is helping. But one thing what we have to understand is we are very much part of the society. If someone is offering a help or someone is giving the support, it is just the natural process.
I would like to take you back to Kaikaluru. In such kind of towns, and that to
Yes.
those days in India, forget about disability. Normally,
Yes.
people don't prefer to get their daughters educated. This happens
Yes.
in India. It's supernatural, right? So
Yes.
being a blind person, what made you to take up this challenge of coming this far and achieving so many things? Like, what made you to take up that decision to stick on to the determination to study further?
Kaikilur, as I told you, it's a small town. Then my parents, they were educated, and my mother, she is into literature as well. She is interested in reading, writing, all these things. Then we can also find that. In the sense, initially I just thought what to do. Then I just thought literature could be my interest. I was also writing at that time. I just started writing at the young age itself. Then I just thought, let me take literature. At that time I didn't expect that I would do my PhD and everything. When I have registered for my literature course at Maristella College, Vijayawada, then I just started finding that the interest in literature is growing up. It was the combination of history, literature, and politics. Then I just thought literature could be my subject. Then I just wrote the entrance test for the masters. Then I have cleared. Then during my MA days, I met a few people, particularly a person called Aparna. So
Hmm.
she took me to her when there was no teacher. So the class got cancelled, and she took me her room. Then she was saying that now everyone is leaving because the class got cancelled. So then at the time she just told me about this national eligibility test. Then she also told me about PhD. After MA we need not do MPhil here, we can go for PhD. Then I met another friend also. His name is Anil. Then he also suggested that you prepare for the net. Then I had wonderful professors in FLU, Professor Prakash Kona sir, then Professor AV Ashok sir. Then afterwards, my supervisor, Professor G. Tirupati Kumar sir, he is my supervisor in my PhD. Then many other professors, Professor Ramadevi ma'am, then all these teachers, professors, we just had a vibrant environment. In FLU, every day, almost every alternative day, there used to be a seminar, a workshop, or something of that kind. So I used to attend all these things. Then I just decided that I should go for PhD rather than taking up any other job. Then I just got through the PhD. Then it just went on. Then I cleared net exam as well. Meanwhile, then I just started applying. Initially, I started applying in Andhra itself, Andhra in Telangana. But mostly, I the questions, or in the sense like when there was not the requirement of the net for those jobs also I have applied, but I haven't got through. So I had much rejection, even for a job where there is not the requirement of a PhD. For those jobs also, then I have started applying everywhere, in all the central universities, in the central university colleges as well. Then I have got through here
You
in
said
the day.
you faced a lot of rejections, right?
Yes, yes.
So if I ask you, was that because of your disability? Will you agree with me?
Yes, exactly. Because at the time itself, when I have registered for my PhD itself, I had many other friends as well. So I usually keep up much good relationship with other visually impaired people, and I just keep on checking what everyone is doing. So many of my friends suggested that we are getting much rejection during the interview process. Then I expected that I may not be getting selected. So I have focused on writing the research articles, thinking that the publications would help me
Hmm.
over my disability, and people may accept me. So
Hmm.
I have published almost 10 research articles in my 4-year term of PhD. Then uh, then I just cleared net as well. Then I was also making paper presentations. At the time I came here to JNU, then other places as well. So I constantly I was trying to build up the academic career. Then even then I had the rejection, as expected. It was much expected that they used to ask me some questions like, how would you be teaching it? How would you be doing this? How would you be doing that? So in that way, I had the rejection.
What do
But
you think? Is that
huh,
model have seen any change these days?
yes, it is still there. Probably where I am staying right now, because of the aspects that I have. For example, I'll be meeting the people of different, in the sense like people who are into the academic field. So I think the change hasn't taken place at the grassroots level, or probably the change could have been taken place in the major cities, or people who are really much educated. But later, as I told you earlier as well, I keep up with the other visually impaired people as well. Most of them say that the attitude didn't change. Like even now they happen to get many questions, like how would you do this kind of a thing, how would you do that kind of a thing. Like in that sense, or when they go for the jobs, they don't get accepted particular courses as well. So the change is yet to come. People should be becoming more and more open minded, and in the sense like people should be able to accept the diversity. What I feel is people sometimes they are tuned to take disability as something very much different. But what we ask is take it as something very natural, something very casual.
Yeah.
If you take something as very natural, then you may not be getting this kind of an attitude to uh, discourage people.
Phanija, allow me to ask the same question.
Yes.
How would you teach in the class being a blind?
Yes, I would teach in the sense like as I told you, the literature, in the sense like we have several texts. So mostly we teach literature to the UG students. Like we have some papers like Indian classical literature, American literature. So according to the syllabus, we have some texts. The texts are available. Most of these texts are available on Bookshare, or else sometimes we get the texts from friends as well,
Soft
others who are
copies, right?
teaching these papers. Yes, soft copies, we download the soft copies. I read the soft copy, then I also read the secondary material which is available. Sometimes I'll be able to interpret, in the sense like based on my research activities, I'll be able to interpret the text. Then I go to the class, then I open that file on my laptop, then I listen to the text, then I just annotate some of the lines, and I try to explain my interpretation.
So while you are listening to the text, so you
Yes,
need to memorize all those things, right? Because literature session involves a lot of talking.
we need not remember everything. It is based on the interpretation. So if it is a poem, then we can easily just read the lines. If it is fiction, then we just tell the students some of the important lines. or in the sense like one particular line, and we just try to interpret it.
Yeah. Phanija, we know the students are naughty. So
Ah,
will they
yes.
cooperate when you are teaching in the
Yes,
class?
they very much cooperate. It is actually much rewarding to teach the students.
Yeah. And these
Earlier
students are
also
normal
I
students,
have,
right?
yes.
Great. Uh,
Earlier also I have taught in FLU. When I was in FLU, I have taught. FLU used to offer the proficiency courses. I think even now they are offering. So when the proficiency courses in English were offered, I have taken those classes as well as a teaching assistant. So I used to have many students of different backgrounds, different age groups. So I had that experience in FLO as well. So they were fine. So in the sense like sometimes we get a critical discussion on some important aspects. So they also are much responsible. I also teach the children as well. So during my vacation time, and particularly in the recent years, I have noticed that everyone is becoming interested in learning.
hmm.
So I think every individual is becoming conscious of learning something, or for example, if they lack something, that particular skill they wish to enhance it. In that way, we can say we are progressing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
so, so that's why whenever they are interested in learning, so they would cooperate.
For an instance, like let's say if someone is doing something bad or someone is
Yes.
trying to be mischievous, how will you handle them in the class?
Usually, in the sense like I don't get anger if they don't listen or if they don't answer. So I just give it a try for a few moments. Then maybe if that person is constantly mischievous, then probably I would just tell that no, it shouldn't work. You have to change yourself. But it hasn't taken place so far. But otherwise, in the sense like I'm not that particular in the sense like restricting. Even yes, my children too. They are also, even my own children. They are also not here, so
Yeah.
they also do mischief. For so in that way sense, I just take fine. It is, I just take that it is the natural aspect of the human nature to be mischievous sometimes. So I just take it in a casual way.
And you are a great poet. I know you since beginning. Your poetry is lovely. I want to listen more about your poetry.
Okay, thank you. Yes, poetry. I have started writing it from my school days onwards. As I told you earlier as well, my mother used to read good works of literature, good novels in Telugu. Then my teacher, his name is Samson. Uh, he's my English teacher. Uh, the way he used to teach, it was really nice. The interpretation that he used to give, it stays still in my memory. Then in that way I just started writing. It never occurs. I just feel that seeing is only the experience. We just experience something. So looking is just experiencing. So there is uh, also, we can just find the Telugu poet. I just have seen recently this Sirvenal Sitaram Shastri. He is a Telugu poet, and
Yeah.
he has spoken this in an interview. He says there are no two things like day and night. They are just one thing. You happen to see it in the different way as day
Wow.
and as
Wow.
night.
Wow.
The same thing happens with seeing as well. There are no two things like light and the darkness. Only it happens to be the same thing. So that happens with the visually impaired poets in particular. I just feel the other person sees with the eyes the same thing. The visually impaired person happens to consider it as an experience. So in that way, I happen to write. I write poems and short stories as well. So in my first collection, Ceramic Evening, I have written about many places which I have visited, and deliberately I haven't made any attempt to make it visual or non-visual. I just wrote what I wanted to write. Like any other writer, I just wrote not to please anyone, but to please myself. Then my second poetry collection also is I haven't yet published. It will be out very soon. Then I write in Telugu as well. So far I have received 7 awards for my Telugu poems in various competitions. So in my Telugu poems also same thing. Mostly I write about various aspects. Like for example, what I feel about the society. Or in the sense like how we are just letting go of various ironies in our lives, why we don't respond to some of the aspects. So in this way I just write. I have also translated recently. I have translated one short story by uh, Vempale Sharif. Sharif is his name. Vempale Sharif is his name. He has won the Sahitya Akademi Jo Puraskar for his short story collection. I have translated one of his stories. Then few poems also I have translated. Poetry collections also I have
Translated
translated
to?
from Telugu to English.
Okay.
Penchal Narsimham Mopuru is his name. His two of the poetry collections I have translated into English. Then Gopal Sunkara is the other poet. His poems also I have translated.
Narendra Modi is a national hero. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is an icon for everyone, from
Yes.
youth to the elderly person. Everyone loves, admires, and inspires. You received an appreciation, a greatest appreciation from such a great global leader. Please let us know more details about it, Phanija. Even I'm super excited to listen to it.
Yes, yes. I have received the letter in the March, 29th March 2017 for my poetry collection. Yes, the letter, it is actually the letter, it just tells us, in the sense like it motivates me to write more and more. It is in the sense like in my collection Ceramic Evening, I have written one poem painting a river. In that I have used this line, I want to fill the river, I want to fill the glass with a river. So in the letter they have written that hope you will be succeeded in filling the glass with a river. So
Wow.
I just thought, okay, so it is like worth remembering in the sense like yes, it was a joyous moment. Also, more power to you, the letter reads. So in that way the letter was written in a way that it was there was no in the sense like question of in the sense like talking of my disability or anything of such sort. It was entirely regarding the literary aspect, which I liked. Even for publications as well, not with the kind of intention that I don't disclose my disability, but I just feel that there is no need of
Necessity,
talking
yeah.
about my disability every time. So I usually don't write about my disability in my bio note or anywhere. I just want to be left it like that. But some journals, which are disability specific, they want to have the work by the disabled. So during that time, I just mention that I have a disability. Otherwise, the magazines which are publishing the works of everyone, I just write in the sense like I just write as if like I don't talk of my disabilities. Like some people also suggested that you let your disability be known so that you will have more acceptances from the journals and magazines. But I just thought no, a rejection thinking that I am not which has no connection to my disability is better.
Yeah.
than having acceptance just because of my disability.
What is the moral behind fitting the river into a glass?
That is again the poem which I have written, Painting a River. It is written about this Godavari river.
Hmm.
So, this river is much seen as exotic, and in the sense, like we can just find it has the nostalgic kind of connections as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So, I
yeah.
just started writing Painting a River. Then I just want to give the image of this abstractness of the river. So, many such examples, like I have used, they just come in the sense, like whenever I get some kind of an abstract thought, then I just write. Like these days I'm writing some poems which are regarding the disability as well. Like I have the stilo, actually it is stilo, but we just pronounce it as stylus. So the French word, so which we use for writing. Then I just have written that it has this 72 lines. Then I just wrote that 72 windows of 27 lines. The slate has, the braille slate, it has 27 lines, and I just wrote 27 months.
Oh,
So also I have written a poem called My Body is a Leap Year. So the idea is leap year has is different from the other years, but are we in the sense like becoming so cautious? Aren't we taking it as a casual kind of a thing? So it is so normal. So in that I know that disability is normal, but somehow in the sense like it needs certain kind of a space to be presented and represented.
Phanija, you are also a singer. Let me know the musical angle of you.
Actually, we never call ourselves poets, particularly literature people, and we also don't call ourselves as singers because we just feel that it takes a lifetime to call oneself as a
Yes,
writer and
yes.
as a
Well
singer
said.
as
Well
well.
said. Yes. Truly said. Excellent.
So,
Yes.
so yes, music is my other interest. For the music as well, my mother, as she was into literature, and she was also interested in music as well. So she used to have a good taste, and she used to bring many records and all. I used to listen to them. In the school also, we used to have the choir. In the college as well, then I have also started learning Carnatic. Then I have given performances in the television as well. Then now I am learning Hindustani. I have completed my junior diploma. Now I'll be appearing for my senior diploma in Hindustani music. So, in a sense, like Carnatic, I have started. Then there was a gap, so I just immersed myself in my PhD work and all. Then after getting the stability, then I just thought, okay, so let me come back to my previous passion. So I just started learning it again. I just feel even music also, the ability to appreciate good music anyway, it is good. Any kind of music is good, but certain aspects of music, the ability to appreciate it also, I just feel it is a gift that we can cherish. So, in the sense, not only the ability to sing or write, I just feel I'm able to enjoy good literature and enjoy good music. I just feel these two things are enough for anyone's life.
Team Suman versus Human salutes you for the achievements, Phanija.
Oh, thank you.
Phanija, people with disability, particularly in countries like India, are facing lot of challenges, difficulties, and they are going through discrimination. They're facing a lot of
Yes,
discrimination, and no government is really bothered about it. No, there are NGOs, but still, I say no NGOs are really bothered about it. The problems are still the problem. The problems are never getting solved. We are going through accessibility problems. We are going through infrastructural problems. We are going through problems in education. We are going through problems in financial health. We are going through problems in basic health care. We are going through problems in many things, many other things. What do you think
Yes.
about it, and what message you would like to give it to the government?
Yes, I think government should be, in the sense like it should be working more, in the sense like a certain section of the society, they don't get any kind of benefit resources or any kind of help. So but in that way government could also do, and people like us, in the sense like we can also do whatever we can do. What happens is, the even the visually impaired people, after getting their own kind of a job, even they take the help from the government or NGOs, then they may not be reachable to others. So we should be open, and we should remember from where we have come from. Then we should be able to other help the other disabled people as well. We can even like we can just have we can conduct sessions, particularly women with visual impairment. So basic aspects that they have, in the sense like they don't have the financial literacy, they don't have the healthcare aspects. Then the other aspect is, they don't know that they are entitled to get the benefits or equality everywhere. So often we think that in the sense like this, in the sense like parents are supporting me, I'm not entitled to it, but they are supporting me. So this kind of feeling is default with the disabled people. But what we have to understand is, we are entitled to get the support. We are entitled to be loved by our family members. We are entitled to have the equal kind of opportunities from the school. If the teacher is making certain kinds of adjustments for you, you are entitled to have certain kinds of adjustments in the school. You always think that the teacher is doing a favor for you, or someone is doing a favor for you. So you get this kind of feeling throughout your life. That is not going to change the society. Once we start asking, then the world would know, would acknowledge that we are entitled to have everything for us. So particularly the disabled community, they should stop patronizing their family members or helpers or supporters or friends or teachers or anyone. uh, but they have to realize that they are the part of the society, and they are entitled to have whatever which can be given to them. So the government also can start more aspects, like in every aspect disability can be included, uh, so that it can reach to everyone. Even in the sense like the government, whatever it does, it should be done at the grassroots level, so that more people can be benefited.
We have come to the stage where I have this question for all my guests coming in. Phanija, if I give you all the superpowers in your hand to change something in this country, what that would be?
Yes, if I get the superpower in this country, then I just feel that, but I don't know how to put it. I just wished that everyone should start giving importance to uh, something which is permanent, or and stop giving importance to the temporary things and materialistic aspects.
Awesome.
In a way, if I put, everyone should be able to appreciate art and get enjoyment of it, rather than spending their money on something else. For example, in the sense like a poet or a singer doesn't need to go to a mall to get happiness.
Yeah,
A
correct.
poet or a singer doesn't need to go to a restaurant to get
Yes.
happiness. The art itself gives the permanent happiness, and I wish more people should be able to understand. Like in India, what happen? Not only in India, elsewhere as well. What happens is, like, for example, if you write, how much will you get? If I do this, how much will I get? If I sing, how much I will get? If I learn this, what kind of profit I will get? Sports, even we can take sports. What is the use of it? Do we get money out of it? So that attitude, if I get superpower, then that attitude I will change.
Great thought. It was lovely, lovely, lovely talking to you, Phanija. Thank you so much, Phanija, for giving me this great opportunity to host you on Suman versus Human.
Thank you. I'm so glad.